Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, it's the Formula One podcast straight to the apex. The boys are all here, they're talking races gone and races to come. All the race news, all the race previews, everything you could possibly want from a Formula One podcast, all in the same exact place where you get all your Formula One goodies. Right here on the Straight to the Apex podcast. Before we start, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Obviously the biggest one, the one we like, the favourite of the podcast. Share the podcast around. If you've got a Formula One fan in your life, if you've got a friend of a friend of a friend who knows someone who wants mentioned Formula One in passing, send this podcast their way. They will absolutely love it. Right then, let's get started. Here we go. This is CookieCast, straight to the apex.
Good morning, good evening, good night, and welcome to Straight to the Apex F1 podcast, motorsport podcast. It's episode 11, and I'm joined by our guys that are always here. They always turn up, sometimes late, but who am I to talk? Mark.
Wow. Hello.
And Jiminy.
Hi.
Before we start, I just want to say thank you to the main man, Andy, CookieCast, as always, for editing, posting, keeping us up to date with everything content-wise. So we appreciate that massively. Thank you.
Any news on the Tony Cookie?
Oh, yeah. I know the dark is dropped.
We should have a weekly update, so go on.
The dark is dropped, but I wasn't on it. We need to do another one. We need to do another special podcast. We will. One day, we will. But yeah, happy birthday. It's a bit late now to a certain Charlie. And happy Father's Day to a certain Jiminy.
Cheers, son.
And happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. There's a bit of a blue theme going on today, but I don't know if we mentioned it. There may have been a certain trophy win.
Yeah, I want to get onto that.
I don't know if we spoke about it already. If we did, then we'll just do it again because we don't give a fuck, basically. Hull Kingston Rovers won the Challenge Cup. I don't know how. Because it was probably the worst game I've ever seen of them.
Yep.
Only the best clubs win in the last minute.
And yeah, it was a last minute win. Unbelievable. Yeah, talk about a fucking roller coaster at the end there. As soon as we scored the try, I knew he was going to kick it. I just knew. I don't know why.
Yeah,
1,000% knew he was going to kick it because I was just like, this is it. This is how it ends. This is exactly how it ends. And when he did, it was just absolute shock. And even at the final whistle, there was tears. Guys, what was your thoughts?
I still don't believe it's real. I still can't get my head around that we've won it. Like, I've been to see it in town centre. I went to the club shop on Saturday to see it. It still doesn't feel real. Like, I feel like that whole Wembley thing was... I can't remember it, if I'm brutally honest. It just feels weird.
I only got my voice back recently. Yeah, I went to the shop on Saturday. I held the cup, had my picture taken with the cup. And yeah, it's a weird... I got some grief for it, though, as well.
Why?
Because, well, obviously, I went with John. I took Little with me. We had a weekend in Wembley. Stayed in Arsenal. Stayed across the road from the Emirates Stadium, which was funny because when we got to where we were staying, we then found out Robbie Williams was performing live across the road from us that night. So
nice.
We opened all the windows and got a nice free gig.
Nice.
2 nights on the bounce. Cheers, Robbie.
Poor John. Poor John.
He was going nuts. He was dancing around, and mate, if you say that to him, he won't like you no more.
A bit of Robbie Williams. Everyone likes a bit of Robbie.
Okay.
There's no Chris Brown, apparently.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so we'll go to the game. We get to about 10 minutes left, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And John just went, Daddy Rovers are screwed, aren't they? I looked at there was 9 minutes left, and I said, you know what, mate? I went, it doesn't take much for a game to change. For some reason, I was just looking at the clock thinking there's 9 minutes left, and for some reason, I just thought, we can still do this. And yeah, when he got that kick, I went bloody delirious. I went hysterical. My mate who was with me was having to tell me what was happening because I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, they kicked the ball short. Have we got the ball? Yes, we've got the ball, James. Have we got the ball? Yes, we've got the ball, James. Oh, okay. We just need one set. And that was me for the last minute and a half. Final hooter went. I tear my poncho in half because my hands were on my head just like that, and then I just scream and rip it up. And I'm in tears. We get home on the Sunday. Charlie goes to John, so did Daddy cry when Rovers won the trophy? And John just went, yeah, he cried lots. She looked at me and she went, you didn't cry at our wedding.
No.
You didn't cry when your son was born.
Mm.
You cried when a rugby team won a trophy. And I was like,
that's fine. We've all been there. It's just part of being a man.
We had to wait 40 years. Of course you cried.
Yeah.
Never seen us lift a trophy.
Exactly. All we've known is shite. Let's be brutally honest.
Get some perspective.
Yeah. God. Do you know, all they want is more, don't they? Oh, you didn't cry. Oh, God, honestly.
So is that all you want? You want me to... What?
No.
Well, let's come back to the F1, shall we? After that euphoria. Let's start with what's just come out, which is pretty big for F1, and it's F1 the movie, starring Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt.
Could have got a big name.
Yeah, who the fuck's Brad Pitt? What?
Just Brad Pitt. And it was directed by Lewis Hamilton, that's the word. There's been a European movie premiere. Has anybody heard anything about it? Has anybody got any opinions or early views?
I haven't seen anything on it, as in other than trailer stuff like that. I would like to see it. I've seen a few things on TikTok. Like I didn't know how much of an influence Lewis had on it.
Mm.
He was. Did he direct it as well then?
I think he was like consultant director or something along them lines, wasn't he? Yeah.
I saw a bit where Brad Pitt sitting there and said it was really good having Lewis on there because for one thing, he could tell you little things that you wouldn't even think about.
Mm.
Like he's watching one scene and he goes, "That's the wrong sound." And they went, "What do you mean?" He said, "On turn 12, it doesn't sound like that on turn 12." He said because of you get this massive reverb in your helmet because of the G-force on turn 12, so it should be more of a kind of whooshing sound. And Brad's like, that's not anything that anyone would ever pick up on. But Lewis is there saying you need that and you need this.
Wow.
And obviously he bigged up Kravitz and everything.
Mm. Oh, really?
Commentators, and he said, well, look, if you're going to put commentators on, you want Ted Kravitz. And
wow.
Ted's been very quiet about it, hasn't he? I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I heard that the girl from Bridgerton that was in it and like was the love interest of the other driver to Brad Pitt has been totally cut out of it, so she's not even in the film anymore. But yeah, I mean it premiered. I saw them all on the red carpet. Obviously, Christine Horny Horn Dog was there, probably with Jerry. Yeah, I kind of don't want to. I've seen a couple of trailers, but I don't really want to see anything because I think we did mute the idea that. Let's go see it together. Let's go see the film.
Did we mute? What do you mean we muted it?
We put it out there. We put the
idea out there.
Yeah, we put the idea out there.
Put the expenses on Andy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah,
That's
Andy
cool.
muted it. Did you not listen to the podcast? All that bit's being put out. And he's like, what you on about expenses? You don't get any expenses. But we probably owe him money, the amount of times we've been sued.
Wow.
But yeah, so no, I'm trying to stay away from it. But it looks good. What I've seen looks good.
I hope so. I know a few of the drivers have said you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. If you're a hardcore F1 driver, it isn't going to be F1. You are going to pick up, it's got to have that poetic justice to it. But
I mean, it's like
I just hope it's not Days of Thunder
in
an F1 car.
I mean, Rush was really good, wasn't it? Rush was really good with Niki Lauda and Chris Hemsworth, and that was really, really good. I hope it's kind of the next level to that because it's called F1.
I wonder how they're gonna. I don't know. I just hope they've got that right. I hope they've got I hope it's like Top Gun. Like just Top Gun vibes. Just
What?
It's a little.
If we're doing those kind of films and we're doing, then go with Days of Thunder.
Like it's a bit just
Talladega Nights.
No. I was just about to say, shall we just get Bobby Darin on?
No.
I don't know what to say right now, but I've got a massive chubby. Shake and bake.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I need to watch more films. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Do you not know any of the references from Talladega Nights?
Not a film guy, I'll be honest.
You've got to watch Talladega Nights.
Oh, Ricky Bobby is just, it's hilarious.
You've seen Anchorman, right?
Yes.
Right.
But
so
there's 2 or 3 now, isn't there?
2.
2, yeah. So it's think of Anchorman, but in NASCAR.
What about Step Brothers? Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, I've seen Step Brothers.
Right. It's very, very the same ilk. So if you like them, you're gonna like it. It's hilarious.
Okay, I will. I'll watch it.
That's your homework.
Homework. Okay, then let's get back to the F1 because there was a race not last week, but the week before that, and it was in Canada, Montreal, which has been extended to 2035. Hooray! Who cares? No one really. So last year, Russell got pole and then ended up on his backside at turn 4 and gave us probably one of the best moments in last season.
Absolutely papping himself.
Absolutely papping himself. There's been 2 record 7-time winners here. Who are they?
Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who else has been good at Canada? Well, it ain't Lance Stroll.
But he returned.
He returned.
No, Lance Stroll.
Oh, Lance Stroll did return.
Jesus is a 7-time champion there.
He's a champion everywhere.
Lewis. Who else was good at Canada?
I mean, you might not have heard of him. I'll do you want to tell you?
Go on.
You're going to send him off.
It's Michael Schumacher.
Oh, I've never heard of him. Who's he? Who's that kid?
Does he do stuff with Brad Pitt?
No. And we'll move on quickly before something happens at this moment in time.
Fair enough.
FP1. For all you guys out there that love practice.
Wow.
Basically what happened is Leclerc had a crash into turn 3. And then FP2, Stroll returned and hit the wall.
Nice. Welcome back.
FP3, Piastri hit the wall of champions and bust his car. Haas has changed the livery and also did the same. And Hülkenberg was very, very close. And that was practice. Anything else?
Yeah, just don't read your text message from Jim.
Okay.
I was good.
Yeah, it's
awesome so far.
Yeah.
Mind you, neither family can really do much. I mean, they're dead, so.
My phone's broken now. But I'll read it out and I'll give my honest reaction.
Being wiped out by the feds.
Don't understand, but I'll Google that guy right now.
What?
Oh no! Come on.
Superman?
It's Superman.
No, we'll move on. We'll move on. We'll move on.
Are we moving on from the next message?
We haven't said anything, but Andy will put 2 and 2 together and be like, "Oh, James, no."
Well, James, just have a look at your text message because there might be a third wheel in this. The third wheel.
We'll move on.
Wheelie.
We'll move on. We shall move on.
Go on.
I'm not going to read out what I've just been sent. I'll not read out what I have just been sent.
What do you mean?
Q1. Q.
Andy's got no clue.
This is the one. We're getting banned. Literally.
Albon.
Come on.
His engine cover blew off. Sainz was out because he got impinged. Impeded by Hadjar. Q2. Tsunoda was holding up the pit lane.
It was.
Q3. Russell nailed it. And it was followed by Max, Piastri, Antonelli, Hamilton, Alonso, Norris, who absolutely ballsed it up.
The engine cover was weird, wasn't it, with Albon?
Very strange.
Did they not fix it on properly? Because the way the wind got under it and then absolutely obliterated it, that's never happened before. I've
never seen anything like that. I mean, I can't remember what we was doing that Saturday, but whatever it was, we missed like the first few minutes of Q1, and we genuinely came in just as this red flag was like, "Oh Jesus, something's happened." And we saw the replay, and he's driving along, and he just flew off. It was just
weird.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Williams have got form at this, haven't they? By leaving things on cars.
Yeah, they are.
Vowles was not happy, was he? He was very after Q1. He was very sad. Let's just say that, very, very sad. Russell likes it round here. Is all I can say. And I don't know what McLaren are doing. Obviously, the rule changes have pulled them back a bit, I think. Max is always going to be up there, but we'll have to see. The race, unless anybody else has got anything else on qualifying.
Nope.
The race. Russell got a good start. Antonelli got into third, which was absolute class. Good defending by Russell. Nothing really happened. Stroll pushed Gasly off the track and got a penalty. No surprise there. Then we had Antonelli versus Oscar. All about the tyres really here, again, for your F1 purists. And then lap 64, which is probably the main talking point of the whole weekend. Lando Norris went into the back of Oscar Piastri.
I would say there's 2 talking points, but that is the main one. The other one that happened after the race, didn't it? But go on, start with Norris.
Norris got too close to the back of Oscar Piastri and ended up crashing into the left barrier on the main straight. I can understand why, if you look at it live, he's going for a gap, but the gap was never there. It opened up miles in front of, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
By the time we got to the gap,
it pissed me off. And it was definitely a stand-up moment for me. Stand up from the settee and fucking swear at the television and tell Lando Norris how much of a shit bastard he is. Yeah, just...
I mean...
Are you going to tell Lewis that as well?
Well...
Because, I mean, he did the exact same thing at the exact same part of the exact same track.
But Jenson Button was then very, very, very glad that he did it, because then he ended up winning the race, which was the longest race in history. But yeah, it's a McLaren thing on that straight. Right under the pit board as well. I mean, what can you say? He almost like went right, and I thought, right, he's going right, and then he went left, and I thought, well, there's no gap there, and then he kept going left, and I thought, what are you doing? And I mean, to be fair to the kid, he's admitted, my fault, but it could have cost them both massive. Yeah,
that's one of the things Lando was faster.
He was, yeah.
He the way he closed that gap, he did get Piastri at one, but Piastri is a lot like Alonso, where he can not only defend very well, but he can make his car 3 times wider than it actually is very easily.
Yeah,
and yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, honestly, you need to just tell the drivers to swap, because he's faster, and if you don't, likelihood is they're going to hit each other and they're both going to go out. And I think just before this race as well, I'm sure it was that race weekend, Piastri actually said, likelihood is we are going to crash into each other at some point sooner or later.
Yeah. I mean,
and then just like,
I can't remember where they'd have finished or where there was when they hit each other, but they could have caught the cars in front easily, because like you say, Norris could have done, definitely, because Norris, like you say, was a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So really, they've shot themselves in the foot there, haven't they?
McLaren have massively.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we said it on the last episode, didn't I? Where I said, or maybe the episode before, and I said, is it going to be a case of McLaren are just going to do everything they can to get the Constructors' Championship nailed down, and then just say to the drivers, right, you know what, guys, you're both up for contention, have at it.
Yeah.
And if that was the plan, then they haven't scuppered it. It's still well within their reach and stuff like that, but they've made it that little bit harder now, because one of the drivers went out, and luckily one of them stayed in, and I think finished fourth, fifth?
Yeah, fourth, yeah.
So they still managed to bring some points back.
Mm.
But in essence, they halved the amount of points that they could have brought back.
And Norris really has done himself for the championship. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but he's really put a massive dint in his championship up. So, like you say, if McLaren did want to get that constructors and then say, right, go race, boys, Norris has put himself at such a disadvantage if they then say, between now and whenever they win the constructors, right, if you qualify in front of your teammate, you stay there, because, or if you're faster in the race, we swap you, because it's all about the team now. You've hit each other. And maybe that's what McLaren wanted. Maybe McLaren was waiting for that, so they then could pull we've got an excuse to do team orders, because now they've hit each other.
Yeah. Was it inevitable that they were going to hit each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Ralph Schumacher reckons now McLaren have made an internal decision to favour Oscar Piastri.
I mean, do we really have to listen to anything Ralph Schumacher says?
I know. Absolute
all this stuff is like, oh, mate, yeah, and you were the guru, weren't you?
Yeah, he's not really. All right, he's called Schumacher, but it's not really got the weight of the name with him, has it?
I'm not being funny, mate. I think I'd get more bloody F1 advice from Paris Hilton than you.
Oh. Okay.
No. Yeah, it won't be far wrong, to be fair.
Anyway, the race finished. Russell, Max, Antonelli, Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Ocon, and Sainz. Now, I don't know if you're alluding to maybe the controversy between Russell and Max Verstappen, Mark.
That one.
Under the safety car, that was the race finish because of the collision and the debris. But for some reason, Max was past. Was it Max past George?
Yeah, it kind of got alongside him, just in front Be at the safety car, yeah.
It was like a bit of a tit for tat. They were saying that he's slowed down too slow and they've gone past him, and then George was saying they've gone past us under the safety car. It was a bit shit for F1 that, if I'm being honest. It really marred the race a little bit, not much, but it put an air of doubt in there because suddenly there's an appeal and he might lose his race win, and
It
it's
was
just
a shambles.
Red Bull shithousery, isn't it?
It was a shambles because Max Verstappen knew nothing about the protest. He was in the press conference, and one of the journalists said, "Oh, there's a formal protesting from your team regarding Russell." Is it? Like, that's just Red Bull. Like you say, what was your word? Red Bull shithousery. Absolute joke. Like, that is so. I mean, Toto Wolff nearly laughed, didn't he? He was like, "What?" Like, that is just embarrassing. Oh, he's put alongside. He brake tested Max, so Max had to go alongside. But like Max on the brake.
Like, it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and yeah, you could say that Russell braked quite hard. You could also say Max did what Max used to do, and let's face it, this season Max has seemed to be doing quite a lot of what Max used to do in 2020. You know, driving into drivers. You know, if they're driving a Mercedes or they're doing slightly better than him. He's done that quite a lot this season, let's face it. And it wouldn't be the first time that he's driven alongside the person holding the pole position and gone a little bit in front of him under a safety car. You know, let's not forget, Max, these rules are fucking brought in because of you, dickhead.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, yes, Russell did brake. Absolutely. Not going to take that away.
No.
But why was Max so close? Because it is the person who is driving in pole who controls the rest of the grid.
Yep.
He's the one who can choose the speeds that they go at, when they can stop, when they can go again. So, and Red Bull, I'm sorry, Christian, mate. You know what? Maybe just get a couple more WhatsApp leaks or something like that, because, you know, something just to distract us from you just petting it. Mate, you're banging a Spice Girl.
Oh, there we go again.
There we go.
Why are you so angry? Why?
27 minutes. It took us 27 minutes to let that happen. That was a record.
Your dummy out and throw your toys out of the pram because someone's doing a little bit better than Golden Boy Max.
Is that? Are you speaking about yourself there? Because
I wouldn't
Spice Girl and you're not. Was that
if
you?
I was the team principal of 4-time world champion, and God knows how many constructors championships that I'd have, and then at home I got a Spice Girl. Sorry, not a Spice Girl, one of the better Spice Girls. Let's face it. And then this season wasn't going so great. You know how my interviews would be like, you know, so James, not looking great for Red Bull this year. Couple of issues. Your car's not as fast as it is. You've got rid of, you know, Lawson very early, and Yuki's not looking much better. How do you feel about your current situation? I'll be like, mate, I don't care. I'm banging a Spice Girl. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go bang my wife. Do you really think I give a shit? I'm going to go home. I'm going to bang my wife, and then I'm going to come back next week, race, and then I'll probably go home and bang her again.
You take the lad out of the hull, but you can't take the hull out of the lad, can you? That's
Correct. Banging. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot I don't agree with James. Quite a lot. Probably all to do with a Spice Girl.
All right, replace Spice Girl with Kate Beckinsale.
We're not improving much. Anyway,
Scarlett Johansson.
No, that's gone downhill.
That's gone
right down.
Right, come on. Who is it? Ryan Reynolds.
You've got me. Ryan Reynolds. Every day of the week.
I'd be there as well.
If you was going home to Ryan Reynolds, hats off. I just think it's a bad look for Red Bull. I just think that, like you say, what are they doing? Why are they doing this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am the one person that doesn't want to see that wooden fucking cowboy win a race. I really don't want to see him win a race. Because, let's be honest, he's so smug, isn't he? Like, when he got out the car, I just thought, oh no, he's going to do his stupid fucking tea in a...
Good day, sir.
Oh.
Good day.
All I'm seeing
Get
is,
that
you know that gif you always see where Woody comes out of the cardboard box. He just pushes the flaps up and walks on and just tilts his hand and goes,
Oh, it just like say no one wants him to win more than I don't want him to win.
No, it's a marketing dream.
Oh, he's not. He's an absolute bell end. But like, I mean, Christian Horner's really gone for it because he's topped the bell end with a bell end move. Like, he's gone double bell end. What's the fucking point? What is the point? And like I say, it was dragged on for a couple of hours, and then the stewards went, "Well, we're rejecting it anyway." So let's waste everyone's time, Christian, because you haven't got a race to pack up for, you knobhead.
Anyway, enough of the knobs and the bell ends. Let's get straight to the real point here.
So we're talking about Chris Brown now.
I
really hope my comment got picked up on that recording.
No, he missed it. Say it again.
No.
No, he said that's enough of knobs and bell ends. So then I turned around and went, yeah, that's what Bonnie Blue said. See, moment's gone.
God, sorry, I ruined it with Chris Brown chat.
Yeah, let's get back to Christopher Reeve.
No, let's talk about Max and George contracts.
Oh,
Let's talk about them.
There's
a lot said about will Max Verstappen leave Red Bull, and there's rumours that he might be, and he may go to Mercedes, or he might go to arguably the team with the most potential in F1, and that is Aston Martin. Now, George contract is coming up as well, so that's why there's a bit of, and there's history here. There's been lots of comments about Aston Martin have made contact with Max Verstappen and will George Russell move and blah blah blah. And I remember did message one of you actually saying that George Russell could be in talks with Aston Martin. However,
no, you messaged one of us, did you? Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, I don't remember that message.
Neither do I, funnily enough.
I'm sure I sent one of you.
What are you messaging now?
I'm sure I sent one of you it.
No,
unless I sent it to Max and said, "Whoa, come on, mate, you need to fucking."
Well, you and George are BFFs now, so maybe you sent it to George.
Hey, George, come on, come to the winners team.
Just watch next season's Drive to Survive, and the WhatsApp leak comes out, and there's Tony there. He's been sending pics to Christian Horner.
Random fan. At the end of a bed, like nothing on.
Wow! Well, just have your tea,
guys. You've seen the pictures.
No, he's wearing that Union Jack dress that Jerry wore once.
I mean, I hope to God you answered.
Legs akimbo. Nothing. No way. No. Bit of a Sharon Stone move. You know the one. You know the pictures, guys. Come on. Anyway, sorry. T-Dog's coming out here.
Yeah.
Mercedes could announce George's new contract at Silverstone. There's the rumour, allegedly. But also, if Max Verstappen, I've heard, is if Max Verstappen gets another point on his licence, then he misses the next Grand Prix, which then means he, in his contract, there's something that says he can then leave early.
Really? So all this is on purpose for him to get out of his contract?
That's all I'm saying.
He'd have done it sooner then. He would have done it at Canada.
He'd have just T-boned Russell, wouldn't he? He'd have been like, woohoo!
Yeah, on fucking turn one of lap one.
Yeah.
There's a Red Bull reserve driver that Red Bull are trying to get a super license for. Supposedly it's now been successful because he's 17. And they've got it early with approval. Excuse me. His name is Arvid Lindblad. And you may have seen him in some promo film with Leeds United, driving an F1 car on a football field, scoring a penalty.
Right. No.
And supposedly it's going to be his first. He's going to do first practice at Silverstone, and he's supposedly going to replace Max.
Interesting.
So you heard it here first.
T-Dog breaks the news.
Your boy. Moving. Anything to add on that? Would you like to see Max at Mercedes?
There's been a lot of rumours about Max. I mean, the whole kind of get-out clause in his contract. They said it as well when it was like, if Red Bull aren't in any chance of winning the constructors, then Max can leave when he wants us. And I'm starting to think now, are they just fanning the flames? I don't think Russell will leave. I think Russell will stay at Mercedes. He's an ambassador there. And if what I'm seeing about Bottas is anything to go by, then it's not like if Russell goes, we just put Bottas in the seat. Because are you seeing the little, like, I think it's either Facebook Reel or TikTok that Bottas did earlier this week?
No.
Walking towards the car and go, oh, what's that? He goes, oh, it's a Cadillac. And then he opens it on the driver's side and he starts looking at the driver's seat, going, wow, that's really nice. And he's stroking it. And he goes, oh, do you
want to take a seat?
You want to take a seat? And he just goes, not yet.
So, I mean, quite obviously, he's going to drive a Cadillac very soon.
I mean, did you see what Perez has said in the week about Red Bull and what's going on behind the scenes there?
I've read this. Supposedly, since Newey's left, it's gone to pot.
Yeah. A lot of problems of kind of, he covered up a lot of issues, and since Newey left, he was almost like the glue that held the team together, and it's gone to absolute pot, which is what he's blaming his poor performance on. Now, take that with a pinch of salt, but
Newey has supposedly brought a couple of people into Aston Martin, mates, that are helping as well. So, again, Adrian Newey knows what he's doing, guys. And I don't think he's just an engineer. I think he's a bit of everything.
He'll build a team around himself. He'll build a team. If the management structure's in place, he will build the actual car team, and it'll be successful. Whether they actually win something, because Alonso's probably passed it and Stroll's shit. So but he will build a fast car, definitely.
I just don't understand. Stroll's only there because his dad owns the team.
Yep,
that is it. There's no other. Every week I try and think of a reason as why Lance Stroll is there. Why? And I can't think of another reason.
Because there is none.
No.
I mean, this kid is. And the more I think about it, the more I believe the rumours. He's definitely punched the fuck out of something and broke his hand, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't fit, was he, in Canada, really? No. He was struggling again, so.
And it's just the team. If you watch the video of him getting out of the car just before he's punched something, the atmosphere looks absolutely fucking terrible around him.
Yeah,
it's like they're there to do a job. There's nothing. It just looks dead. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Will he be there? He will be forever, won't he? But
yeah.
Any other news quickly before we end this part and we come back with some more news, more banter, and some predictions?
No, I think let's go. Let's take the break now. Are we coming straight back, or are you getting a quick drink?
I'll quickly pour a drink.
Right, quickly pour a drink then, and then we'll come straight back.
I'll be straight back.
Okay, Russ. See you shortly. Love you, bye.
Hey, you. Yeah, you that's listening right now. Thanks very much for tuning into this episode of Straight to the Apex, the Formula One podcast from CookieCast. If you're enjoying this episode, why not like, share and subscribe? Whilst you're there, feel free to check out some of the other podcasts that CookieCast has to offer. If you like football, we've got a football podcast. NFL more your thing? Then the Laces Out podcast is for you. Maybe even a little bit of the wrestling. Just look for the Getting Over podcast on CookieCast. Maybe you want to listen to Andy's Darkest Timeline. It's there too. So, the F1 boys have probably got themselves a drink. It's time to get back to the action.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Straight to the Apex, episode 11, part 2. Canada, with lots of other talk. I would like to apologise to anybody that we may have offended in that last part. If you haven't heard it, go back. Definitely a laugh for the ages.
Yeah. If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to it and make sure you get offended.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for.
So, yeah. Any more news? Has anybody got any F1 related news?
Brad Pitt has driven last year's McLaren.
Has he?
Interesting.
That's all I know. He drove the 2020. Was it 2024 or 2020? I might be wrong. It might have been the 2023.
Right.
I will quickly consult.
2023.
2023.
Yeah, Brad Pitt drives McLaren's 2023 F1 car at COTA.
Interesting.
Nice. I've got some Carlos Sainz. Oh God. Some Carlos Sainz news about the FIA presidential election.
His dad?
No, Carlos Sainz Sr. is his dad. Sorry.
Carlos Sainz Sr. is not going to be the president.
Correct. But did you see the reasons why he's pulled out of the election?
I assumed it was because his son is driving.
No, I
Who's his
assumed
son?
exactly the same. I know he's got a son. What's his son called? I assumed exactly the same. And it isn't because of that.
Oh.
It's because of concerns over his own rally career. But that ended about 20 years ago.
Oh.
I only saw the headline, but I was like, that don't make any sense because I presumed exactly what you just said. It'd be because his son is in F1, it's a bit of a conflict of interest. Oh, FIA president is me.
Yeah.
No. I mean, let's be honest. The current FIA president is bent as fuck as well, isn't he? And he's getting bribed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He might or may not.
Allegedly.
He may or may not be getting money from oil-rich states to host a race. That's allegedly.
May have dabbled in decision-making of races and penalties.
But that's okay. But you can't have your father as the FIA president. So that's crossing the line, lads.
That's crossing the line. That might be a step too far.
Correct.
Just saying it. Wow. Yeah, we need a new president, don't we? I feel. This guy's just getting on a bit now.
I think there's only one man for the job.
Trump.
Fucking hell no. No. I think someone a bit closer to him. I think there's one man that should be the FIA president. He supports various teams in Formula One, so he can't say he favours one or the other. He wears different hats. So he's very impartial.
Tommy Cooper.
Hey?
Tommy Cooper. Oh, you know what's really depressing? No fucker will get that. He fucking definitely won't get that. Seems though he didn't know who Christopher Reeve was.
He wears a fez.
And he used to do a thing. He had a big basket of hats and he'd tell a story and keep changing the hat for the different characters.
Yeah.
And go,
Just boo.
Okay, boo.
He's gone.
Okay.
Not a clue. No, he wears different hats. It's not Tommy Cooper. He likes the gym. He likes to eat and drink whilst on many podcasts that he does. That guy right there. Tony Rawson.
I'd make a great
president.
I'd make a great president.
You'd
I'd
be late.
get ratings up. Definitely.
We're 27 laps into Silverstone and the president has just arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Where we're racing, I'm still in bed.
Sorry, I was late. I was
Alright.
asleep.
And he's got his Burger King meal.
Lewis has delivered it.
F1 in association with Five Guys, Burger King, KFC, McDonald's.
Lewis is the right choice. I mean,
Instead of oil, guys,
is probably still faster than a Ferrari at the moment.
We don't need oil money. What we need is fast food money.
Oh, get the fatties in F1 cars. Is that what you're saying?
That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, McDonald's is all around the world. Burger King, KFC. Let's get Starbucks involved. We'll F1 to every single person on the planet.
And instead of a pit stop, we go for a drive-through and have a quarter-pounder meal.
That's
or
what
a
I'm
Zinger Tower.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving it. You know. Yes.
Literally, we are describing Talladega Nights. Literally.
Get the Lewis Hamilton tiramisu flavored coffee now. It works. It just works.
Can we talk about that?
It is on here.
Tiramisu flavored coffee?
I've not heard this. What's this?
I've tried that. I have tried it because there was a lot of hype.
I've seen it at Cafe Nero. I don't fucking get it.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. That's it. That's it.
No, because you are buying a coffee and then asking them to put a syrup in it, which is coffee flavoured. Tiramisu is a coffee flavoured dessert.
It tastes good.
That's like saying, can I have a hot chocolate with chocolate in it, please?
Can I have a Coca-Cola with a shot of Pepsi?
Yeah. I want a coffee flavoured coffee. No, you fucking moron.
This is a big topic. I've not heard of this tiramisu flavoured coffee. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, but again, tiramisu, coffee flavour. Why would you need to... Vanilla latte. You're adding vanilla to a coffee. Tiramisu to coffee is coffee.
It tastes good. Yeah. Very good.
Does it just not taste like coffee? What's the difference?
It's like a sweeter coffee.
And they just put some sugar in.
Adding the same thing to something to make it better is cheese. How do you make a cheeseburger better? You put more cheese in it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Pizza as well. How do you
I get it. I understand that. Like we've got a new burger. It's coming out soon. We're gonna call it the cheeseburger, and it tastes amazing.
The cheeseburger burger. It's gonna have 2 lots of buns, 2 lots of cheese.
They make you a cheeseburger, but then they come out with like the half wheel of cheese, and the cut half is underneath a torch, so that it just was molten, and then they just tip it, and it just oozes over the top of things.
Yeah. Or get this right. We've got a new burger. It's insane. This is going to change the industry. It's called the Cheddar Burger.
But it's not available in cheddar.
I mean, while we're talking about burgers, I'm just going to throw this out there. I reckon James has heard of this. I bet Tony hasn't. Have you heard of a Juicy Lucy burger?
Yeah.
See, he's lost. I've never tried one. Always wanted to. The cheese in the patties, then cooked on the thingy.
That sounds like an American thing.
Dirt burger do it. But you haven't had dirt burger, have you? Still.
Yeah.
Done. I've drove past there so many times, and I always think of you two, and I always think, no, you still haven't had it, Tony.
So,
you're a fucking disgrace. And I'm like,
we're going to have a proper school day sleepover. We're going to watch Talladega Nights. We're going to have Dope Burger. Then we're going to talk about all the girls that we fancy.
So you'll just talk about Jerry Halliwell.
Then we'll just then we'll wait till about 11 o'clock when our parents have gone to bed, and because it's smack on 11 o'clock, if you go onto the porn channels on Sky, you get that 15-minute free view thing where you see absolutely nothing, but still you're sitting there like, oh wow, watching porn. See,
I was
there's
just thinking.
I think you're referencing the call girl channels. Babe, is it Babe Station?
nah.
I don't know.
See,
what
you
channel it
haven't
is.
lived, mate. You was born to a generation where you had fucking Sky as standard. I'm sounding like Bane now. You merely adopted the darkness.
I think you no. Actually, I think yeah. Wow.
We are the Peter Kay sketch where he's going. We only had
No, you're right. You're right. The Forbidden 900 channels.
That was it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, go on them at smack on 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock and all that kind of stuff, and you'd get 10 minutes of.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
You don't even remember them days. Digital radio was your TV channels in like the 300s. You don't remember any of that. Like say Sky Generation.
You've never sort out whatever you was playing music on with a pencil. You've never had that pain of having to stick a pencil into a cassette tape and twist it to wind it.
Portable CD player that jumped every time you fucking walked down the street.
Yeah.
See,
I remember,
Lost.
Was it teletext when you used to check the scores and stuff?
Oh,
yes,
God.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
And
there was Bamboozle. Yeah.
Bamboozle. What the fuck?
Great game on Channel 4.
Lived.
Bamboozle. Oh, what a... Google it, because the guy was legendary. The teletext guy that did Bamboozle.
Babe Station.
No, don't Google that. That's the wrong thing. Bamboozle.
Bamboozle. Okay. Oh, well, I'll save it.
Save it. Have a look.
Okay. Go. Where was we here?
We was talking about Formula One, I think, loosely. Oh, we was talking about news.
How did we get here? I don't even know how we got here.
I can't fucking remember anymore.
I mean, no, I don't know.
I think it was FIA president.
Oh, it was.
Yes. It was. Has anybody seen the new drop of F1 merch from Mercedes? They're celebrating their 75th anniversary.
Is it a new edition of the Oxford Dictionary and it's been endorsed by George?
But George Russell is modelling it fantastic. And he has he's got a certain headwear on, which I think
want something to tell us?
It's going to explode. No, I saw it on Facebook, and he looks fucking ridiculous. Even me as a Russell fan, he looks fucking ridiculous.
What is it? 75 anniversary.
Yeah. Adidas merch. It's like a light grey. And he's stood with Antonelli in front of a Shelby.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, he's got an Adidas flat cap on. And it's not giving farmer vibes. It's not giving LL Cool J vibes. It's giving nonsense.
Oh no.
It's giving them vibes.
Oh, you can buy a special edition Silverstone driver card for £10 with that fucking bell end on. Oh no. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What are you typing to find that?
Babe Station. No, not that.
Oh yeah.
Hang on a sec.
Now there's a crossover we need.
I mean, Bottas rocks it.
George Russell on Babe Station?
Bottas is just cool, isn't he?
Bottas is just cool.
So cool.
The flat cap's £25.
Oh.
Wow.
Well,
what's wrong with it?
I don't.
What, the flat cap or George Russell?
Right, no, hang on. No, Mark, right. Let's go back to what we were saying a few minutes ago about nostalgia and schoolboy sleepovers and saying all the girls we used to fancy. We all had and this will make Andy spit out whatever he's drinking at work tomorrow when he listens to this.
Oh no, God no!
We
Please.
all had a Kangol hat. And Tony, you can't say there's
I
anything wrong with
didn't.
that.
I
Samuel,
didn't, and I
you
wish
didn't go
I
to school
did.
with us, mate. You don't know.
I wish I did. I wish I did.
I was
Exactly.
the other kid.
Samuel L. Jackson had one.
I was in the other group. I had a Next bucket hat that was reversible, grey or cream.
Oh, I love you, Eyeball Paul.
What was the film where there was two brothers where they had that?
Kevin and Perry.
That's it.
I mean, how I got that from his description. That is the generation that Tony's in. What is the film with the two brothers? Really?
When was that?
Kevin and Perry.
When was Kevin and Perry?
Fucking donks.
Yeah, but you know what's worse, mate? You only know the film.
Yeah, you don't know the TV series.
We used to stay up till after 9 o'clock
Harry Enfield and
on
Chums.
a Thursday night and watch Harry Enfield and Chums on BBC Two.
So that released
Or Miss Pesson.
2000. That released.
Wow.
Yeah.
2000.
I left school a year later.
I was 8.
I left school a year before. What? A year? What?
I left in 2000. Sorry, I left in 2000.
I left in 99.
Yeah, I left in 2000. Sorry.
I was 8. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Some kids, I still find this amazing. Some kids were born after 9/11.
A lot of people were born after 9/11.
I can't get my head around that. I don't know why. I can't get my head around that. That was massive. That was like a huge event, like a huge global event.
I mean,
and I just imagine people were born before that. That's my yardstick, is if you're old or young.
I don't want to blow your mind here.
Was that better not have been a dig? Because
but
that
John,
was against the grain. That
John was born after 9/11.
He's young. He's a young boy, very young boy.
What has this turned into? Can we do predictions or move on, please?
No, I'm enjoying this. Is fun.
How old's John then? How old's John now?
6. Yeah, 6. 7 this year.
You said that with confidence. I like it. Let's.
Mate, I can't remember how old I am.
Yeah.
I told you before.
That's fine. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's it's good.
Wait, because after that, you forget how old you are.
Yeah.
I spent a whole year of my 30s telling everyone that I was 36 when I was 35.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, but that was great because then when I turned 36, all I thought was, I've just gained a year back.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Oh, anyway, right. Vettel to replace Helmut Marko, supposedly, one day. The only other bit I've got is Charles Leclerc and his future. It was talked about in Sky Sports F1. Will he ever leave or will he stay? There's talks about Frank Vasseur leaving, but they have kind of gone away a bit as well. It's all a lot of rumours, allegedly. I don't know what's going on at Ferrari. It just seems like they're stuck in this like third place.
Well, it was on, wasn't it? Like Ted alluded to it in Canada. Fred Vasseur's under a massive amount of pressure, and people at Ferrari are wanting to get rid of him. But Charles Leclerc and Lewis have said it's the wrong move if you do. He's building that team from the ground up. Like, he's going to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes. They had a quick car last year. It's not really panned out. If I'm honest, I think the whole season up to now has been a bit of a letdown. But it's that in-between car. They're never going to develop it in the last year of that car existing. They're never going to, because it's a waste of money in a cost cap era. You've just got to let Fred, if he fails next year and the year after, then that's it. But this year, maybe Ferrari are just putting all their eggs in next year's basket. Maybe that's what they're doing, but obviously they can't say that because then other teams will go, oh, hang on a minute, we'll start doing that then. It's all cloak and dagger, and just give the kid. I mean, it's like football managers; they're not given enough time to implement everything they want to implement. So let him implement it. He's probably reviewed the full team and gone, right, move you, you're sacked, hire you. He's just getting all his eggs in a basket, all his ducks in a row. Just leave him to it.
True. Anything to add, James?
No, I pretty much agree with Mark. I mean, I think any team this season would be doing the wrong thing if they was to get rid of the team principal. Real, in all honesty, it's like Mark said, it's the last year of this formula. It all changes again next year. What is the point of trying to reinvent the wheel when you're going to have to fucking do it again next year anyway?
Yeah.
Okay, and just start looking at next year and just do enough to get by this year and raking enough money to get you through to next year.
Yeah.
Vasseurs not going to go anywhere. I know that Lewis and Leclerc both said, look, you don't get rid of him, it's stupid. I can't see Leclerc going anywhere else.
No.
And if he does, I don't think it'll be his choice.
No.
I agree. I think he really is the Ferrari golden boy. And he's kind of the golden boy of F1, isn't he? He's kind of the face of F1, I think.
He's from Monaco.
He's one of the faces of F1, isn't he? He's got everything, hasn't he? He's got the story. He's got the magic. He's had that magical win. He drives for arguably the most prestigious team in all of F1.
He's got a brother coming up the formulas. So, you know, what a story that'll be. Two brothers racing.
I just think it's a match made in heaven. Will he win it one day?
Not sure.
Not sure.
No.
Not sure.
We've said this over a season. You've got to be in that top 5%. And over a season, I don't think Charles Leclerc is. Like we've said, whether this is why Lewis is here, for him to learn off and be a sponge, to learn off how to win a championship over a season from someone that's done it. But
I think it's also a mentality thing as well. It's fact you can have the talent, you genuinely can, but you've got to have the mentality behind it if you want to win it more than once. I mean, there have been drivers that have won it. Jenson Button, he's won it, but
I think it could be one of them. If he does win it, it's going to be one of them.
One and done.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Jenson Button, he did it, but let's face it. In all honesty, there was a lot of luck in that season. There genuinely was no kick down to what Braun did that season or what Jenson did or anything else. But there was a lot of luck towards the end of the season when everyone else started bringing in the stuff. But then you look at your other drivers, your Schumachers, your Sennas, Vettel, Hamilton, fucking Verstappen.
Yeah.
They've all got the talent, but they've also got that mentality of fuck you.
Well, it's like James Hunt.
Did it and he didn't like it and he quit.
It's like James Hunt. He, the battle with Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda won multiple. James Hunt won one because he was called Hunt the Shunt. Like he had quite a lot of crashes in him, but he put it all in and he got lucky with what happened with Lauda. But you're right, Jenson Button. No disrespect to Braun, no disrespect to Jenson, but he lost his drive because it was Toyota. They pulled the funding, and then was it Honda? It's Honda, wasn't it? Honda. And then Ross Braun was like, "No, I'm going to buy this team for £1 because I think we've got a fast car." And like you say, not taking anything away from him because them first 7 or 8 races he won the championship because they were just that fast. But yeah, I think that's a really good point. If Leclerc's going to win it, it's going to be a 1. He's not going to be a multiple.
Well, that was the Canadian GP. Any other things to say, summarise, any don't know. Has it made your and given you a decision about who's going to win the championship? I think
Go on.
George Russell is up there.
He's a dark horse. He's a dark.
And that's
Mercedes.
undeniable now. We laugh about him. Yes, he's a bit of a prick, but he's not bad at driving, and he's got a quick car.
Mercedes have got the shit together this year.
Does have a little bit of that mentality as well.
Mm.
I think Lando Norris is dead and buried here, and I think that's it. I think I'm honest believe I've given him chance after chance after chance, and he is quick, but I think you've nailed it there, Mark. Unfortunately,
I think it's done, but I will say that race probably has made himself say to himself, "Get your fucking shit together."
how many times, though, James, do we need to say that to him?
Close the gap. But I think ultimately the damage is done.
He ain't got the mentality.
Well, look, he got into a title fight with Max last year. Everyone then started talking about him, and he fell out of the title race quite quickly. You know, this year the pressure was on for him to be up there. McLaren had this all singing, all dancing car. The pressure was on him being the senior driver in the team. He's going to go and cakewalk it, and Piastri's put it to him. And like you say, I hate to say it, but Russell and Mercedes have as well.
Yeah.
And this is the making of Norris, because if he just so slowly fades away the way he's looking like he is, he won't have a better time. He won't have a better time to win the championship.
I would agree with that, mate. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would say this season is either going to make him or break him. And you know, if we're going to use that kind of analogy of the proof is in the pudding, we'll know better for next season or the season after.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's face it, Norris has learned a lot in the last year. I mean, Christ, up until last year, he'd never won a race.
Well, that is true.
And then he started winning them. And I think now he just needs to learn, because a lot of the issues he's got now is he pushes too hard for it. He gets that sniff and he pushes way too bloody hard. He just needs to find that balance. I think the damage is done for this year, but you'd like to think maybe next year or the year after.
Maybe.
So focus on McLaren.
A team next year is going to have the edge. Is going to have the jump on everyone. Nobody really knows what that team is right in a minute.
I'm going to say it's Mercedes. They did the last era, and they're doing. I mean, I know they haven't got that Andy Cowell there, the engine guru and stuff, but it's a different engine. And Mercedes had such a big advantage last time the engine was changed.
Yep.
This is I mean, if it's going to be any team, it's them. I'd like to think it's Ferrari. I've got no confidence in Ferrari. Red Bull are still trying to sort out who's actually providing their engine. Is it Honda? Is it them? Is it Ford? Who the fuck knows? So Mercedes, but then McLaren have got Mercedes engines. So
Mercedes and McLaren, I think, are going to be your ones to watch next season.
And we've got Newey.
I don't think they've got anything.
Newey, Honda, Aston Martin.
Yeah.
And Honda are making moves. Honda are making big moves. And let's be honest, that Mercedes engine it's had a few problems.
It has, it has recently.
Two cars that have pulled up and it's another Mercedes engine. Bulk. Right then. Should we get to the predictions?
Aye.
Yep.
So, none of us did really well. Because obviously we all kind of did what we'd normally kind of do, but because of everything that happened, the top three was Russell, Max, and Antonelli. So, Mark, you went Piastri, Max, Norris. Luckily, you got 2 points with Max, taking you from 18 to 20. I went Piastri, Norris, and Russell. So I went from 11 to 11. Tony, you went Norris, Piastri, Max, taking you from 7 to 7. Charlie, we never got Charles' predictions, but don't matter anyway. Just you went 3 from 3. And Bertha had gone Norris, Hamilton, and Piastri, taking her from 13 to 13.
Wow.
I've got my predictions, and I've got Charlie's predictions ready already.
Beth's got 15, actually. Sorry. Beth's got 15.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Yep. Where have I got
Beth, that's 3 weeks in a row I've saved the FIA.
And I don't even know where I've got 13 from. Oh, you know what? I've got to stop doing coke before these podcasts. I really do.
You need to drink something different. That's all I'm saying.
I'm thinking of every single Leslie Nielsen quote from Aeroplane now. You know, again, for one thing, Tony's like, I've never seen Airplane. Don't know who Leslie Nielsen is.
Right, he's lost again.
Fuck's sake.
I know Con Air. That's
no, that's some knobhead called Nicolas Cage.
You have a problem with Nicolas Cage, and he's one of the best actors ever.
It's a good film, but it's not Airplane.
I knew I didn't like you for a reason, Tony. He's on my number one. I would shoot him if I saw him in the street. I hate him. But you've gone there.
What was that movie where it was on a bike?
Probably shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Not seen that movie either. Anyway, so I'm gonna predict.
The best episode.
For me, season's just absolutely fucked, and that for me, really, I've sacrificed a season for Lando Norris, and he's basically fucking ruined it for me. So cheers for that, Lando. I can't change my picks ever now, because I know for a fact once I change my picks, that order will come in. So, get ready, guys. This is going to be what I'm about to say is groundbreaking, but I am an idiot, and I'm going to go for the same thing again. Because if it doesn't work the first time, and it doesn't work the second time, you do it for the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth time. Maybe 10th, actually. So I'm going to go for Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen. And when it comes in, you fucking better tune in. Because I'm telling you, there's going to be a fucking party. There's going to be Coke. There's going to be fucking party. There's Burger King, Five Guys, you name it. It's just going to be... Anyway.
Who do you want next?
Mark, you go next. You let us know what you're going to go for. Leading, record-breaking leading here.
All right, Trump. So I'm going to go Max for the win. I'm going to go Piastri second. And I'm going to go Russell. Great picks.
James, what about you? What are you picking?
I don't know what that was. So I don't think Max will be in the top.
It's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
So I don't think Red Bull's going to do well.
Okay.
I think because it's Austria, they're going to throw everything that they can into it and do fuck all. So I've gone for Piastri for the win, Russell second, and Norris third.
I was literally about to joke big Norris fans here, but you stopped me there. Still no Carlos Sainz. Didn't no one Ferrari for the Bants? Charlie?
Charlie has gone Norris for the win.
Oh, fuck's sake. It's never going to come in, man. It's never coming in.
Norris for the win, Piastri second, Russell third.
Nice.
Cheers, Charlie. Just to confirm, it's not going to come in. I don't have Beth's picks. I'll just ask her another time. She's not here to ask either.
That's just rude.
I'm glad it's not a sprint weekend. Can I just put that in there? It's a normal race weekend. Last time it was a sprint.
The Orange Army, Red Bull's home track. It's always a good one here. It's a spicy one. We've seen a lot of collisions. Notably Norris and Max Verstappen, and Russell took the win out of nowhere. I've had heartbreak as well. I remember a Sergio Perez crashing, I think, on 4th or 5th corner, which completely fucked up my picks. One race. It's a short track.
Very short track.
It's short track, very quick. Lots and lots of track limits. That's going to be fucking annoying. And then it's Silverstone. But we'll cover that next year. We'll cover that next week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Cookie Cast, straight to the apex, all platforms. We'll see you next time, and hopefully it'll be as funny as this one.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So there we go. What do you think to that? Another one gone. Another one done. A race in the bag, but a race to come. Fantastic stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Before you leave us, if you haven't already, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Check out the website, thecookiecast.com. There we have social media links and an email button. That way you can get in touch with these guys and just say, hey, love the podcast. That is it for this one. Till next time, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then.
You've just listened to another episode of Cookie Cast. Thanks for listening.